the city has been saved, from the Illithids at least. Its citizens aren't so sure about you. But what should they fear? With the Absolute's power in your hands, you can rule them not just as a Grand Duke, but a king. A Sun King. You'll be a fair ruler, benevolent even. Although, of course, where there's light, there's darkness too. Because you're a caring, benevolent leader doesn't mean you can't treat yourself every now and then. A good Githyanki knows when the battle is won. But she knows, too, when the battlefield has simply changed. A good Githyanki knows her enemy. But she knows, too, that a weapon should never be cast aside, so long as it still might be used. Too, that there is no such thing as loyalty to a lie. A good Githyanki fights all her life for the right to return home. And she does not come empty-handed.
Queen Vlaakith, the last of her name.
shall soon amass an illithid army to bring slaughter across Faerun. But now, it is time to unleash Baal's adoration upon his beloved city. Your brain split, possessed, carved many times, worms need to think only one thought now. You are the one, Baalspawn. But there is one who deserves the honor of your first death, the beginning of your end.
You are glorious. And together, we will be magnificent.
For the final act. Your tragedy has become mankind's. You to feel each kill as if it were your own. The pleasure is almost too much to bear. Sends a premonition of your red radiant destiny. You are the end, the last creature living, with all else felled by your hand, alone amidst their gall at the close of eternity. Then, and only then, Father will be proud. They bow before you, prayers and pleas mingling into a single submissive drone. But you are not here to yoke them. You come to set them free. The Absolute lies broken at your feet, the first god to fall, but not perhaps the last.
Safe, wouldn't he? Safe from people like me. Well, guess what, Baldur's Gate? You can't pick which parts of you to keep. Everything you reject will come back stronger. I'm home! I'm finally home! Oh, you must have missed me so much. But don't worry, I made friends while I was gone. Want to meet them?
Which path calls to you? Darkness or light? Who you were, or what you may yet become? But Shar and Seluna's war need not be yours. Their fracture only weakened them both and pitted their followers against each other. You shall indulge their ancient follies no longer. A new church will rise, united in your image and blessed with the blood of the faithless. Heart swells with silver and shadow alike, and the undying love of countless followers. At last, you are whole. Suddenly they seem so small. Before, you used to worry what lay behind those smiles, whether they would kneel for you of their own accord, or at the beckoning of your father. But you know better now. What matters is that they do kneel. Let the why be for lesser men. battle. He is a god king in waiting, claimant to the stars, and all who dwell amongst them. But an emperor needs a right hand. A conqueror needs a general. And who could be better suited than you? First victory of many. The Githyanki have fled, but they cannot hide. No one can. Together, none can resist you. After all, you were made for each other. You cast your lot with the Emperor. Turning your back is no longer an option. What shall it be? And you would do so well. No matter, another will serve in your stead. As for you, you tell us here. Farewell. This is but the first conquest. Every realm shall quake at your power. Every tongue shall speak your name in awe. Every god shall perish in your shadow. This world is yours. Now for the rest. This is but the first conquest. Every realm shall quake at your power. Every tongue shall speak your name in awe. Every god shall perish in your shadow. This world is yours. Now for the rest. Easily rule through fear, but just as easily through love. Through contentment. Sheer, mindless bliss. All thanks to you. Savior of the world. this was always to be their fate. You just gave them the final nudge they needed. And ashes cool, you will be long gone. A shared nightmare amongst those unfortunate enough to survive.